Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn. And in this episode I'll be continuing to complete side quests and just, explore as many areas as possible. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I've got this side quest to do. I also need to go down to this settlement just to see if there's any like quests or anything that appear. I don't think there's much else, but you have got these three for Honor the Fallen as well. And just make our way up to all the different areas, get the side quest done. You know how it is. But yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's see if you can ride a charger. You can. It's another mountable machine. So once I've done this, I might be able to use the charger to get across to the settlement down below. It just depends if there's any campfires close. I think there really is. I can literally go from here. There we go. Right, let's go. Hello, Richard. I thought I'd stream now to try and get one in. Because I've got a football match at 2. And then I'll be probably busy in the evening, so I thought I'd get this in while I can. Because I really want to start catching up, as you know. And I am good.
Now I need to find someplace too high to reach, if I'm to believe anything Fernand said.
I just need to look around here. Right, here's a climbing spot. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Whoa, let's go.
What do you know? And it's empty.
Spear girl!
Of course.
You found it. The perfect location for an ambush. Now throw down that magnificent spear, and we'll let you live.
You've obviously heard of me. You know what I'm capable of. Why do you think this will turn out well for you?
I like the odds. Get her.
Why do I bother?
Kill the Outlanders and escape the Outlanders. No, you just have to survive the ambush.
Won't be long now.
Ready? How do you... 2 hits and then a parry. 2 hits. 2. What a dodge.
Keep moving.
Oh, you blocked it, well done. Oof. Come here. I'm not dropping anything. I mean. Bonk. Bonk. Nice.
That's the last of them. Hopefully none ran off.
Now go back to Meridian Village. Where we find him. There's no point doing that, I might as well go there.
Right to the Meridian docks, I'll bet.
Back to my mount. Go down to this village first to see if there is anything. And then from there I'll do the Honor the Fallen side mission. Trying to be as efficient as possible. Eat. There we go.
This must be Sunster Rock.
God.
It's being attacked by machines.
Ah, so that's a behemoth. I see. Or behemoth, as people actually say that. Always said it like that. Right, get off, get off. What the fook? Right. This is Sunstone Rock. Pretty weak thing. There's power cells. Oh god. I haven't got any electric arrows, that's the problem. Right, I'll get you a behemoth. Oh shit, I didn't. Ow. That rock fucked me up. I wonder if I can get in if I defeat the behemoth. This will probably be a main mission location, I imagine. If you do this now, you're good. You turned it into Scott with that joke. Jesus. Right, well, where's your behemoth? Being a classic behemoth. No, being overpowered as fuck. Which I'm of course okay with. Apparently a merchant here, but oh, there is. I need to get these, but I need the right parts. You know what? I need to defeat the enemies and hope that I get set parts as well. There we go. That's the thing though, there's literally two behemoths.
Let's take that chance.
Why? Oh god. mental. There's a lot of weak spots, but Jesus Christ. Just can piss right off. Come on. Jesus Christ, man. I'm gonna mark it so I can see the indicators. Oh, one behemoth is nearly down. Spook. If I can't actually get into this villager, that's kind of annoying, but I'm assuming this wouldn't happen again. I'll just use, yeah, why don't I just use the tear blast and do it? Boo. He exploded, it did. That's all transport machines killed, apparently. So. You can piss right off. No! When the behemoth starts doing that, you just can't dodge it. But yeah, tear blasts are OP, especially on a behemoth, because they have so many components. I just have to keep at it for now. And go from there.
This must be sandstone rock. It's being attacked by machines.
I don't like our chances. You want to deal with engineers?
Into battle, Charger, into battle.
Let's take our chances.
What the actual fuck happened? Dodge happened, Jesus. Bang. Bang. Run, 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 run. My charge is going to get wrecked in a sec. Good team, Rob. Nice. Spear blast with stomping. We've got lots of them. Nice. Jesus, right, yeah, behemoths are, just like in FF, some of the worst enemies you could ever bloody face. My god, okay. Alright, I should be able to enter Sunstone Rock now. There we go. So it's a side quest.
You should speak to Warden Geneva inside.
It was a machine lure. We don't know how they got it.
Interesting.
We searched him.
Another machine lure.
Warden Geneva. This is the one who defeated the behemoths.
Outlander. I'm impressed. I don't impress easily. Tell me, how do you fare with hunting living prey?
Haven't had any complaints. Why?
3 dangerous prisoners have escaped. I need my men here, getting the others back in line. None of this would have happened if we dealt with criminals the old way. But I've clashed that gong before, and here I am. And here you are.
What's the old one?
To be buried up to the neck and left for the sun's judgment.
Seems to me like the
That's an
judgment's already
Egyptian
been
thing.
made.
Not one of them committed another crime.
Who are these dangerous prisoners?
3 from the isolation cages. Don't feel sorry for them. They've lived well off the Sun King's conscience. First is Rosgrund. Oseram trapmaker, hates the Karja, crazy as a loon in heat. Caught in one too many blasts. Or one too few. Then there's Ulia, a Tanakh warrior, if that means anything to you.
Not really. Another tribe?
Reavers, from the south. Bloodthirsty. Some say they're cannibals, but she slurped gruel well enough. And the last is Gavan, a traitor who smuggled weapons to the exiles.
Compared to the other 2, this one doesn't seem so bad.
He helped drag out a civil war, all for the shards it got him. A machine has more warmth.
There we go.
So the Karja keep their criminals in this?
Since the liberation, we've had them all, from thieves to the Mad King Duran's former kestrels. The Sun King believes in the power of change, and sure enough, some did change. Shed their skin, like lizards. I thought all criminals were the same once. That's why the Sun King gave me command of Sunstone Rock. As an education.
An eye-opener, you could say.
Sounds like an honor. I mean, I haven't seen any other women in Karja armor.
No. I'm not one of your sisters. No woman can wear Karja armor. When I was young, I chose to become a soldier. One good enough to join Avad's honor guard. There was talk about what I was. So I'd say, test me, and I'll break your arm. After enough arms had been broken, there was less talk.
I'm curious, but I'd rather we didn't have to start fighting.
Agreed.
I'm sure that
So you
fight
want
would
these
probably,
prisoners
you know...
brought back?
No. I want them put in the earth. I doubt they'll give you any choice. They had their chance with the Sun King's generosity.
I mean,
So
that's
now
fair
they
enough.
face mine. A bounty on all their heads. Ulia of the Tanakh, Razgrund of the Oseram, and the traitor Gavan.
If I did this for you, I'd need a lead on them.
Well, when Ulia first swept through the Sundom, it was with the jungle bandits. I say she'll go back. Razgrund we pulled out of a crack in Dusk Mesa, where he'd been
We'll go back
tinkering
to
with his
Dusk
bombs.
Mesa again.
And Gavan will be trying to pay his way across the lake. I'd burn my palm on it.
Oh, it's that bandit camp, I see. And back at Dusk Mesa. And then over in Bright Market. I don't think there is anything else, right? once I've done these three, I'll do Honor the Fallen. And hopefully then, everything here will be done. Wait, is there not a campfire around here? There must not be. I'm also guessing my mount is dead. That was not very nice, but hey ho. I need to get rid of one of these resources. There we go. I'll collect the different animal skins because they're going to be useful for upgrades of different kinds. Speaking of that, let's see if I can get one now. Of course, that's rabbit, fishbone, boarbone, foxbone. So not fox skin, but so. So it's either the skin or the bone, but I think it's probably going to be more bones now because they're rarer, more rare. Good thing I came here last then, because I can just quickly access everywhere I need to. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go. This is the mountainous one, if my memory serves.
I don't think it'll be hard to find this warrior.
So I came this way.
Perhaps they will send soldiers. Get used to you yet. Do you fear my teeth? This one, I cut on the armor of a chieftain. This one. I told you they would come! Drive her into the dirt!
Oof. Didn't allow me to silent strike. I'm assuming I probably shouldn't have been able to have snuck up on her, but... Is that a massive club? And I'll read that comment in a sec. Oh, what is that rumour? And I've also got some other FF news that might interest you, so you can give them a go, if it happens.
Shackle me.
But I'll let you do your rumour first.
You can't just take a child.
The strong take from the weak. And in the taking, these stories pricked into my skin. Look. Children, riches, lives, and land. All of these have been mine. Drink of my blood, and they'll live on.
No,
There we go. Interesting. So they're gonna
not too much already.
branch off into the Crisis Core story. I believe that well, in the trailer you had that silver-haired moron from Dirge of Cerberus as well. I don't remember what his name is. But yeah, the thing I've heard, apparently, the Android versions of Final Fantasy 3 and 4 have been relabeled as being 3D. When of course they weren't originally. And with Dragon Quest III having the HD 2D remake, people reckon that name change is an indication that 3 and 4 are getting the same treatment. Plus, I think you've mentioned it before, but I've always been aware of it, about the Ultimania magazines, but last week, or I think over the past few days, there's been an Ultimania magazine released to do with Final Fantasy 1 to 6, and there's a rumour that apparently the first 6 are going to be released on consoles. So this will be the first ever non-Nintendo release since the PS1 for the original 6, and if they do that, there's going to be one happy chappy in me. But of course, have to wait.
Ho there! I thought they'd send soldiers. The mighty Karja Empire must be more
Yeah,
strapped
if that is the case and that happens,
no matter
then Jesus Christ.
I'm curious. I don't suppose those
Because, well, of course, on PS1 you had
You're gonna be disappointed.
the remake, well, kind of like a PS1 remake of 1 and 2, and then you've seen a copy of the anthology of 5 and 6, but 3 and 4 didn't have the same treatment. But if they could bring out all 6 together, all Nintendo titles on next-gen consoles, huge.
Yes.
Especially if they give them like all a HD 2D remake or something. That'd be pretty hoggers.
But you're not on fire yet. Persistent, aren't you?
No, apparently you're not allowed to do that to him yet. Of course not. But yeah, that would be really awesome. That's just what I've heard. Because there's just been like posts of people showing off like the new Ultimania mag, which has the first 6 logos on them. You weren't meant to do that, Aloy. Can you refresh? Oh, well, they're moaning, but Xbox isn't an RPG-driven console anyway. Nintendo and PlayStation have always been staples for RPGs. I couldn't even name an Xbox exclusive RPG. So, they're moaning, but if they want Final Fantasy, don't get an Xbox. Piss off. Climb up, hurry. Okay, oh shit.
You got me. No more traps. Tell Geneva I'll be a good boy from now on.
You expect me to believe that? What's in your hand?
Oh, this? Well, just a little... Oops.
I guess he died doing what he loved.
Yep, well, there we go. Let's go. Oh, there we go. I mean, of course, with that deal with Sony, it makes sense for them to, if they were to put it on all of them anyway, whatever they do. I don't really know, like what FFs and whatnot Xbox have, but of course, PlayStation's always going to be prioritised because of
Seems like a good place to start
Square's deal with Sony. So. Let's go.
Every time I have a quiet
As the sun is my witness, never had a Nora in my house.
What about a man named Gavon?
No. Can't say I've heard that name. But we're a trading town. Get a lot of people through.
All kinds, I'm sure. Like ones who don't want to be followed.
I never heard of your Gavan. If he's trouble, well, can't say I'm sorry. Now, I've things to be doing, Nora girl, if you don't mind.
Well, there we go.
Time to take a look around.
Oh, that's beautiful. You know, I don't know. Well, that's the thing. Like, if you're a fan of RPG games, don't get an Xbox. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like, of course, it's endless how many Nintendo exclusive RPGs I can name. There's quite a few PlayStation ones I can also name.
You wouldn't have gone this way for that.
Xbox, nope. I mean, well, in recent Nintendo history, you've got what you had the HD 2D remake of Octopath, which they're now starting to do for Dragon Quest games, and well, apparently FFs as well. But well, that would be interesting if they did re-release the original 6. I will be playing them. I probably won't LP them. Actually, no. If they're going to be different games entirely, I will LP them. Of course, I'm doing the marathon now. But each version that I'm doing on the marathon, it will be the last time to do with that specific version. But if they do like HD 2D remakes for the original 6, and they are significantly different games, then I will LP them. Ooh. Oh yeah, I know. Square and Nintendo are on better terms now, but Nintendo are very foolish. Because literally the only reason why Final Fantasy VII went on PlayStation was because Nintendo wanted to stick with cartridges. But Square said if we're going to make 7, it's going to be that big, we need disc space, not cartridge space. But it was just like, nope. But it probably was beneficial that it went on the PS1, because I don't know if it was on the Nintendo 64, gaming right now would have been very different. I mean, the PlayStation was popular anyway, but I don't know how much less popular it would have been without the influence of F7, because people can moan and moan and moan today about it being apparently shit, but at the time, Jesus Christ.
Looks like they weren't happy to see him back.
Hey! Friend of yours, Gavon?
I know. Oh god, he's got a flat gun.
Got another shot for you.
Get out of the way, scrub.
Wouldn't want to be you.
We'll get close to you before she can melee. I don't know why his cronies are so weak, but hey ho. Yep, well That is very annoying. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in terms of Doom on PlayStation now. I mean, have you heard anything about that? Because, I mean, I know Xbox now have Bethesda, but I'm assuming it'll still get priority over Doom, but I'm assuming that not necessarily won't be allowed on PlayStation because it's been on PlayStation since '96. You know.
Well, has Sheev's done your job for you?
Geneva said you were a smuggler, only for the shots.
The first ever re-release of Doom
Is that true?
was the PlayStation Doom that,
A sick mother.
well, I grew up with, really.
Poor children.
But you'd be lying.
In the year I spent in the cage, all I regretted was killing that guard because it got me caught. You can take that back to Sunstone Rock.
Well, that is Pog. I'm glad that they can't nick it, and I need to charge my controller. Yeah, well, I'm assuming probably Xbox will get like exclusive bonuses now for Doom, but we'll still get because I'm assuming they'll continue to do like the new Doom franchise. But with the end of the Ancient Gods, it would be interesting if they did like a final one of a trilogy or something. But personally, I'd like to see a Doom like every 4 or 5 years because that'd be pretty cool. Because the new Dooms are still extremely popular. It just shows how good they are. Ah, good. Well, oh, that's what you said. It serves them right for trying to nick it. But you can't just nick a Sony-owned product and then expect Sony to happily let you have franchises. It's like a thief robbing you and then they come back to ask to borrow something off of you. It's weird. Because it's basically that type of principle.
Your
Hey.
aid to the Karja Sundom in these times of strife is appreciated. That's the official response. I'd say I can tell you've done the work by the look on your face.
2 of them got themselves killed. The other, welcome to fight to the end.
They would have found death with or without you, taken others with them.
That's what I told myself.
Smart girl. Doubt we'll meet again, so go in light.
There we go. Oh, it's put it onto the Fallen as if it can actually pick up what I'm saying. And now I'm going to go to this campfire. I think this is like a mountain range, so I'm going to have to go to the top one first. I'm assuming because of all these little splinter companies, I guess, with the success of indie games like Fall Guys and Among Us, for example, I guess Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, etc. probably want to buy the small companies in order to help them because they know how good these smaller companies are. And of course you've got your big companies that aren't quite Sony, Nintendo, etc. but you know are still quite big. But I mean, it's a smart idea because if Xbox ain't careful, they're going to trigger another console war, and well, with the sales of the PS5, they'll get shit on. So that's not a good idea. But to be fair, I hate to admit it, the PS3 versus Xbox 360, I think Xbox 360 won that. But
This must be the sun's climb, where the Bannock wants to paint his mark.
this time round, PlayStation was shit on Xbox, because Xbox is nowhere near as popular as it was then. Because to be fair, PS3 wasn't really a bad console, but it was probably, I think it was the weakest in terms of sales. Oh, hang on, before you shoot, what is it? It's a Glenfork. If that's the case.
Start!
yeah, saying that, of course. Yeah, I know, it's just, it's stupid, but it's just, oh, my console outsold your console. Like, yeah, the Xbox 360 outsold the PS3, yet they both made the top 10 consoles of all time, and all five, or if we don't even count the PS5 yet, you know, PS1 to PS4 are all in the top 10. Like, PlayStation has more consoles than Nintendo in the top 10. And that just shows just how good PlayStation is. PlayStation has 5, Nintendo has 4, and Xbox only has 360, so there we go. Fuck, 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 fuck. Didn't realise there's a max health potion, I'll take that. Oh yeah, some people do buy both. I mean, console wars was of course like, what, 2006 to like 2013, like, let's just forget about that crap. Like, console wars don't matter anymore. If Xbox want to try and, or if Microsoft want to try and be fannies about it and be like, oh, put this on Xbox, let them. PlayStation will always now be better than Xbox.
Oh, mine now.
You were a better hunter than
Oh, what is the Switch now the best selling console? If that's the case, it's beating the PS2. Which is actually a big feat, because the PS2 is ridiculous. People still buy them now.
That's why I must leave the story. A monument to
Because the PS2 is goated.
to the wisdom the Karja bled from us. The machine oil in the paint
Yeah, because before this gen, pre-Switch, it was, in no particular order, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS Vita, DS, Wii, 64, no, SNES, it was SNES, Wii, DS, and I don't remember the fourth Nintendo console, and then the only other one was the Xbox 360, and that was literally it. Oh, I'm going to die. Yep. I'll have to have a look, because I haven't actually had a look recently, but I'm assuming the Switch is up there. I mean, the PS5 is probably up there now. Fair enough. Well, I think I know of well, there's a few people who you know that know their stuff. People like Fighting Cowboy and ones like that. And he will know his stuff, so. If someone like that said it's really reliable. But it'd be interesting to see actually, because I haven't had a look at the sales of the new gen consoles so far actually. I know Switch is getting a lot, PS5 of course is getting a lot, Xbox, well, no one wants that trash. And I think that's about it. Yeah. I remember, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago, when I saw a video where a group of people just tried to guess the top 10 consoles of all time. So they were shown all 10 consoles, and they had to actually order it in the list they thought it went in. And I think only like 2 people thought it was the PS2. Because to be fair, it's quite surprising, but it should be obvious, really, because everybody's aware of its popularity, but people probably didn't realise that it actually outsold everything else, but when I did my research, the sales for the PS2 was actually insane. Oof. I'll get stuck, please. Make it to land. There we go. I'll move away from it because if it explodes, it's food. There we go. I've got about probably another 20 minutes. I'll go till past. I thought I'd try just get a cheeky little stream in just over an hour. Nice try, mate, but it's not gonna work. Can the canister explode now? Bonk.
Here we are again, where we never left.
I see you sit down.
When we fled from our cages during the liberation, I tore through this clearing, thinking my friend was behind me. I kept running, but here she remains. Thank you for making it safe for me to return. I don't want to
No
rush
problem.
you, but it won't stay safe for long. I understand. I've done this before in waking dreams. In the pool, I'll find the bracelet if the seeds will be split, escaped, grown wild. I'll tell her it was I who died here and became a stranger in our own land, and she who still lives in every time of planting, of rains, harvests.
What is it?
There. Her bracelet. And
Do you need to be alone?
for the first time, I am.
How sad. Now I'm gonna craft some more. Look at Adam go. Let's go. I can't fast travel yet. Oh, it's because I was falling. Oh, of course, yeah. It's because you could maybe try and fast travel to cheat your way out of dying. Which wouldn't really matter anyway, because you'd spawn at a campfire regardless. Anyway, there we go. I've used a lot of fast travel packs recently though. I need to be a bit careful, because they are finite. Well, let's go. Do 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 do
This must be the Shrine of Kings that Lamont told me about.
You won't get in there. That dried up.
I can be persuasive. But what does an Osram want with a Karja shrine anyway?
It reminds me of someone. Gone 2 years now. But what does a girl like you know of
Oh,
loss?
you naive fool. She knows a lot.
I had a lover. Worked on monuments to their bastard king. Then he gave them a show in their sun ring for good measure. Karja gave me back his broken bones, but what use are they? They won't build again. They won't make me smile.
And seeing a statue of the Mad Sun King will?
I need to see his work again. The marks his hands carved. The set of the metals they hammered. That's the soul of it. But that
Bit weird, mate.
shriveled up old priest won't let me near it.
I'll see what I can do.
Every time I go near the statue, he shouts at me.
Turn away, child. The abiding Jahaman wishes to be alone in his retreat.
If you want to be alone, go someplace else. Others want to pray here.
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once pure. Truly, our tribe has lost the light. Our king
Whatever,
is
mate.
false, our temple is corrupt, and our soldiers weak. The sun hastens across the sky for sure.
Oh, so we've got an anti-Avad Sun King.
So the
Right
Karja
here.
have become impure? What does that even mean?
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it, who made it great? It was pure before outlander squatters took it over.
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying in your arena?
The sun is pure, child. It is not our place to question its divine will, only to act upon it.
I thought Avad taking the throne was the sun's will.
The boy dishonored his father, dishonored us all. To kill his Sun King. What shadow, what twilight time he brought upon us.
And how many more would the mad Sun King have killed if Avad hadn't stopped him?
The sun called for blood. There was no choice but to obey.
Of course, it called for blood, yeah.
You called the temple corrupt, but aren't you one of its priests?
They call themselves sun priests, but they have no authority. Youths and sycophants all. Yet those who gave their whole lives to the sun's service are shamed and ignored.
So that's what this is. A tantrum? A cry for attention?
You know nothing of our rights, and yet you dare to insult me.
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war with everyone?
A Karja throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous. The so-called liberation was nothing but a purge. Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sunfall in the Forbidden West.
Well, Forbidden West is where the next game will be. But of course, once this story's done, I'll be able to look into the Forbidden West a bit more.
I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
Shut up, mate.
You believe in the old regime, but not enough to die for it or be exiled. That's some conviction.
Heathen.
Oof.
My conviction blazes like the noonday light.
Then stop me from bringing in the Oseram.
I cannot.
I thought so.
There'll be a reckoning.
You'll back away from it.
Oh god, look at that. Aloy's just too powerful, it just oozes off of her, so they're like, oof, let's not mess with her.
He gave them the best work he'd ever do. And look at it now.
They defaced it because they hated what it stood for.
She does want the smoke. She'll take on anybody. She can kill anybody, so it's okay.
Slaves they've already forgotten. Short-sighted bastards, the lot. If they thought their son set off this bridge, they'd jump after it. I thank you for honoring my wish.
I hope you can find peace.
I wouldn't know what to do with it, any more than the Karja do.
Go back there, do this. And I might have time for another quest. It's been about 55 minutes, I think, of a stretch. Yeah, 55. Once I hand this in, I might have a tiny bit of time. I'm not sure though, oh god. Yeah. Jesus. Looking at the quests, because we've got the two main ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all above. A curious prophet. Oh shit, yeah, got this to finish as well. I forgot about finishing off that quest. Guess I can finish that off then. So I think I have finished off this, all of the areas below Meridian now, so I can move on to all the stuff up here. So you got that one, you got that quest, you got the main quest there, you got the main quest, no, the main quest there we go. You got that. Hang on, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, a moment's peace. Oh shit, yeah, there's one all the way over there. And of course that's the Frozen Wilds DLC, which you have to worry about. Trying to just... That's all of them, that's all of them. Yeah, that's all good.
That must be the spire. Huge.
Preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
So you've come back to the temple.
I was invited back. The priests wanted to hear what I had to say about reconciliation with the other tribes. They're listening. At least they've begun to listen. There's a distance between ears and...
Because of what we did?
what you did.
It was for the mourners. I think it helped them.
You set them on the path. You can't know what their journeys hold. Such is the priest's lot. Perhaps a red robe would suit you.
Not me. Besides, your temple doesn't even take women.
We would be richer if we did. Go in light, my friend. Let the sun cast your way.
Thank you, Ramon. Where I'm going, I could probably use all the light I can get.
There we go. Under the Fallen is done. There we go over here. What? Probably, yeah, I won't have time to do any more quests, but alright. Yeah, these two, the one I did at the start, and then the one that I ended up getting down at the rock. There's the boss.
Oh no.
Look, she's going to outpace you.
Oh, Fernand. Our deal is off.
Oh, it's you. How about a new deal? You could just cut off my finger, or my hand, or my left arm, but that's my final offer.
Tempting, but I want you to spread the word to all your crooked friends. Me and my spear are off limits from now on.
I can do that. What should I tell them?
Tell them how you barely escaped with your life. Get creative. You're good at that. I don't want to have to come find you again.
Understood. You won't hear from any of us ever again.
I'd better not.
There we go.
Everyone will know to leave you and your spear alone.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that reduces like any ambush rates, but I believe that's right. So we've got Sea of the Sun, Field of the Fallen, errands are done, so it's just side quests. So I can do these 4. No, I can do 3 of these 4. That one's away, so you've got that one, which is there, and that one, which is there, which means that yeah, that one and that one are the main quests. I need to get to this one, but tomorrow, whenever I can fit one in, because I'm going to try and get more in. Hopefully tomorrow, and then Friday get one in each. Whenever the next stream is, I'll go across and do this. So yes, once it loads in, I'll save it. So that marks this episode. So thank you for watching this episode of my playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn. And in the next episode, I will finally get closer to continuing the main story when I complete the 3 side quests that are in the Shadow Carja territory. And then from there, I will be doing the 2 main missions. But I mean, I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I guess I just do that main mission, work my way up, see where those main missions go. Might even try and get this tall neck if you can get there from here. I think there's a mountain range that blocks it off, so you have to go around this way. I'm really not sure though. I mean, if you used to mark that, oh no, you can go through. So yeah, I'll probably get the tall neck just to open up the rest of the map. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I should hopefully see you later today for the start of FF2. But I might have 1 day gap. I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to upload yet. If I don't, then that's fine. That just means that I'll probably have a day break between each playthrough within the marathon. But with how big some of the games will become, having a day break between each won't matter. I haven't decided yet. Break. We'll just see. But as I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream.